Hello there, it's Anna here and welcome to Little Crochet Farm. Today we will work this little elephant. Is one more pattern from this Little Animals collection and I love this elephant so much. It's very easy to crochet. And I use a 2mm crochet hook as majority of the patterns here in this channel. And cotton yarn, okay? All the specifics are in the written pattern. It's in the description below. It's a free written pattern. You can check the description box under here this video for all the specifics, for the measures, for everything that you need to know about this pattern, all right? But for now, let's start crocheting this together. Super good. So we'll work here with two different colors of yarn. And the main color here that I'm working is the light gray. And you will start with a magic ring, okay? Or a magic circle. And inside this magic ring, you will work 6 single crochet, all right? If this video is too fast for you, check out the description box. There is a video tutorials for all stitches and techniques I used in this channel, okay? So go there if you need a slower video about the magic ring with more in details. There is everything that you may need to know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let's pull this yarn tight, closing this magic ring. And we'll move on here for round number 2. We will work here 6 increases, and you should have a total of 12 stitches at the end of this round. All right, so here when I say increase, means you will work 2 single crochet inside the same stitch. So this is 1 increase. Now moving on for the next stitch, you work 2 single crochet here, and so on. Okay, you repeat this all the way until the end. I will fast forward in all these repetitions. And now here is something that I wanted to show you. I like to double secure the beginning of my yarn. And how I do this is with a tapestry needle, I wave in the beginning of this thread inside the first row here in the wrong side, okay? I do this every time I start a detail, every time I do a magic ring. So it's nice and tight, you see? Moving on now for the third round, I will just add here a stitch marker. I just like to use a piece of a different color yarn. And for the third round, you'll work 1 single crochet, 1 increase, repeat 6 times, and you should have 18 stitches at the end of the round. Okay, so you work 1 single crochet and then 1 increase. I show you here. So this is my first single crochet, and this is the increase. Okay. So repeat this all the way around. And once you're done, this is how it should be looking like. Moving on now for round number 4. Here you will work 2 single crochet, 1 increase, repeat 6 times, and you should have a total of 24 stitches at the end of this round. So whoops, here it's my increase, 1 and 2. Okay. So here we have 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, and my increase, it's here, all right? Repeat all the way until the end, and I will catch you up there. Great. Now we'll move on for our third and final round with increases. The round number 5, you will work 3 single crochet, 1 increase, repeat 6 times, and you should have 30 stitches at the end of the round. Count how many stitches you have at the end of each round. This can help you a lot. Okay, so first repetition here, 1, 2, 3, and my increase. Okay, repeat all the way until the end. And this is how it should be looking like. Now we will work here a couple of rounds with repetitions. So it will give the length here, the height of the head. So for round 6 to 11, you will work 30 single crochet. Okay. So now it's the time to relax. You stop the video here, you work round 6 to 11, and I will catch you up at the end of round 11 for next. Okay, so this is how it should be looking like. You see, This is the last round with increases, and you have round 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Okay? Now let's move on for round number 12. So here you will work decreases, okay? So you'll work 1 single crochet, following up by 1 decrease, and then another decrease. So when I say decrease in crochet toys, means you'll work invisible decrease. All right? That is when you grab only the front loop of the next 2 stitches and you make a single crochet. Okay, let's work one more repetition here. So 1 single crochet, 1 decrease, just the front loop, you see, and another decrease. If you need a slower tutorial for the invisible decreases, check the description box of this video, okay? So now you work all the way around and I will catch you up at the end. Super good. And you see we have some shape here now. We will work for round 13, the back loop slip stitch, okay? So that means you will grab only the back loop of the stitch, which is this one, and this is the front loop, so we grab the back loop only. Back loop, slip stitch, okay? Back loop, yarn over, pull it through, and pull it through, slip stitch. Back loop, yarn over, pull it through, okay? Always, maybe repeating myself too much, but there is video tutorials here also for the back loop slip stitch. You can check that out if you need further help or leave me in the comment box below. Okay, and then this is what we work all the way around, and you see this loops here is the front loop remaining. Keep that in mind. All right. So we have this front loops here. You see, we'll work in that remaining front loops, but for now we will stop here to add a little bit of stuffing material. So you can add your stuffing material here on the head of this very beautiful, super cute, tiny elephant. And once you're done, let's move on for round number 14. Okay, look at this tiny head. Great. So, as I told you before, we will work in this remaining front loop, all right? So, this is the front loop over here, okay? The round 13 will be facing inside of the toy. We are kind of ignoring the round 13, which is the round with the back loops, okay? So, for round 14, you work in the remaining front loop, the repetitions of 2 single crochet, 1 increase, repeat 6 times, and you should have 24 stitches at the end of this round. Okay, so first repetition here we work together. This is my increase. Great. So work all the way around, add the one, this is 1 and 2, and this is the increase. Add the stitch marker over there. I forgot to add mine. Okay, so this is how it should be looking like. That's very nice. Give a sharp edge. And you see this round inside over here. This is the round number 13, which is the 18 back loop slip stitch. They are facing inside of the toy and give this very nice sharp edge. I'm telling you this because I use this technique so much and often I have people asking me about it, why I do that. So that's why. Okay, for round number 15 to 18, again, it's relaxing time. It's just 24 single crochet. Work your rounds here. And as usual, I will catch you up at the end of round 18 so we can continue with the pattern. Super good. Look at this, very nice. This one is a round with increases, and you have all of these 4 rounds over here, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Great. Again, we will work in the back loop. Yes, I like working in the back loop. So for the round 19, you will work the back loop, and you will work 2 single crochet, 1 decrease, repeat 6 times, and you should have 18 stitches by the end of this round. Okay? On this case specifically, because we're working on the back loop of the stitches only, you will do the invisible decrease grabbing just the back loop. Okay? So let me do one repetition here with you because I want to show you an easy way to grab this yarn over for the decrease. So okay, here 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, and back loop, decrease. Okay, insert your hook, pull the yarn, and here you hold this little tiny loop of the stitch. You know, this help you pull the loop of your needle inside the 2 loops of the stitch that you're decreasing. Super good. Now you see, this is the result that we are searching. That's why we work on the back loop, so the detail can fold it inside. So that it's the why we are doing that. Okay, moving on for round number 20. Now you're working normally, grabbing all the loops possible from the stitch, and you'll work 1 single crochet, 1 decrease, repeat 6 times, and you should have 12 stitches at the end of the round. Here again, normal, invisible decrease, no drama. So 1 single crochet, 1 decrease, repeat all the way until the end, and I will catch you up for fastening off. Great. So once you have 12 stitches, you can stop here, add a little bit of stuffing material, and that is the last time we'll add stuffing material for this toy. And let's move on now for fastening off. Okay, so let's cut this yarn, add this, pull this loop off, and add in the tapestry needle over there. Okay, so now for fastening off, you will grab just the front loop of the stitch. Okay, so here, where is my last stitch? Okay, this one. Here you grab front loop only. Okay, front loops only here to fastening off. Watch out not to break the yarn in middle, not to grab the front loop between the plies, because that can, you know, give you some trouble when you're pulling the yarn. Once you grab all of them, you pull it tight and it's closed, you see? And like the beginning, when I start a toy, you do the same thing. You wave in this thread here in the last round, in the stitches of the last round, just like this. And once you're done that, you can hide this remaining tail. You can wave in along the body of the elephant and cut this yarn. Okay, so just waving this fast and cut this yarn. All right, we have the body. Ta-da! Let's start working the paws. Okay, we will start working the legs from the down part. Okay, and here I start with the contrast color that I chose, is the dark gray. You can be more creative and use various colors. And you'll work for the first round 6 single crochet inside the magic ring. By now you are a master of magic ring because you have done it for the head. So let's work here 6 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, pull this yarn, close this tight, and let's move on for the next round. Here again you will work with increases. Okay, for the second round you will work 6 increases. So that means 2 single crochet inside each stitch. Okay, this is 1 and this is 2, and you know how it's done, so let's move on here. Great. I want to remember here I like to double secure the beginning of my yarn, so that is the only reason why I'm showing you this, because you know that already. I have taught you this a couple of times. Okay, and now for the next round you will change. Yeah, here I'm working the last stitch actually, because we are working a color change here. All right, so change your color in the last stitch of the round, of the second round, and move on for the third round. Here for the third round, we will work with the back post single crochet, okay? Which is when you grab the stitches between the posts of the stitch, like this, pull the yarn, and single crochet. Again, there is a video tutorial only about the back post single crochet. If you don't know, I think it's a good idea for you to check, because this is one stitch that I love it. I love it, the back post single crochet. And I use it a lot here. All right, so you finish your round with the back post single crochet. This is how it should be looking like, you see. You can cut this dark gray or whichever other color that you're working with, or if you're working with the same color, even better, you don't have color changes. And now we can give here just a simple knot to tie this yarn together. This will be facing inside of the toy, so just tie it nicely. And now here we'll work a couple of rounds, here only with single crochet, okay? So for round 4 and 5, work 12 single crochet here. No drama, no llama. Work your rounds here and I will catch you up once you're done, okay? Enjoy. Super good. Ta-da! We have it here already what we want. Now for round number 6, it's a bit different. So let's pull this inside of the paw here of these legs. You don't need to add stuffing material. What we're gonna do here is fold, you see, in half like this. So you have 12 single crochet, right? 6 in one side, 6 on the other side. So what you're going to do for the round number 6 is crochet the sides together. So you work 6 single crochet, okay? The first 2 stitches is the hardest one to get because they are very close to each other. But once you finish with that, the rest of the stitches here, it's very smooth and it's quite nice actually to close this. It feels good. It's like neat working on it. This is my the 4th, 5th, and the last one. Super good. And that's it for the legs. All right. Very nice. Let's cut this yarn and you can leave a little bit of tail here for sewing. And just like this one, you make another one. Look at this, it's like magic in the video. Ta-da! It's ready. Huh? Haha. Okay, moving on now for the arms, because our elephant has legs and arms. What can I do? With this magic ring, once again, you will work 6 single crochet inside the magic ring, okay? So here, now you are a master of a magic ring, right? Because this is the 3rd time that you are working just for this toy. And maybe more toys that you've been working before. Okay, so let's pull this yarn tight and move on here. I will work here together with you because this is the tiny little hands and we will work here a couple of repetitions. Never mind, I just want to do the first single crochet here of the 2nd round and stop, because once again we are double securing this beginning of the yarn. All right. My mom says that repetition is the best way to learn, so this is what, the 3rd time, 4th that I'm showing this. It's nice because it keeps the beginning very closed. Okay, for round 2 to 4 you will work 6 single crochets. So we work already the first one before we stop to waving the beginning of the yarn. And here I've just worked the first round with you because I wanted to show you something. You see here as you go working, it's a small, the tension of the yarn and the small detail curl this around, so you can just organize the stitch and pull the right side facing out, because the tension pulls and curls and make the wrong side to be, you know, facing out. We don't want that. So that is what I wanted to show you. And now that you already organized the arms and it's looking fine, you can move on and I will catch you up for round number 5. Super good, look at this. A very little one. Okay, we can cut this thread, we don't need that. And now, like the legs, you will fold this in half, which is kind of folded already. And you will work 3 single crochet for round number 5, okay? So you have 6 stitches in total. When you fold, you have 3 in one side, 3 on the other side. And you will crochet that together, okay? So this is the first one. I'm working together here the whole arm because, you know, it's a small detail. I want to make sure it's clear for you. This is the second stitch. And the third one. Okay, that's it. Tiny, super fast. Now let's cut this yarn. You can leave a small tail here for sewing. It doesn't need much because it's just 3 stitches. You're gonna sew it later. And like this one, you make another one following the same instructions. Ta-da! Okay,